Hi, in this video we are going to look at the people picker control, and this is under the standard controls in the toolbox. Once you drag and drop the control to the form, you can set the property name. I'm just setting the control name here, and then you have different properties that will actually behave. It will actually impact the behavior of the people picker. We'll come to that later. But now I'm just going to set a label, and I'll just show you the default behavior of a people picker. I've just changed the control name, the label for the people picker, and just formatted it. And I'm just setting the height and width of the control. So once I do this, I can go to preview and just type in some name. So by default, if the name is there, it will come. And if I try to type in the second name, it will not take because there's only one name that's allowed at a time. If you want to have multiple names selected, just select the property allow multiple. And now when I just come in and type in the first name, it will take the first name, and I can type the second user's name and the third one. So there's no limit, and you can just continue to use this for multiple users. If the full name is not typed in and there's no match found, then it will actually give you a list from where you can select it. So this is the default behavior of the people picker. Now coming to the property called group. So if you want to display users only from a specific group, for example, this group has only one user. So if you want to restrict the entry from only one group in SharePoint, you can select the group in the group property, and then if you go to preview, and I'm just clicking on the search button so that it displays all the users. So you can see that there's only one user displayed here. So this is just a validation that you can use. And now coming on to the next property, I've just changed that to all, and I've just changed the group property to all so that I can select here. So if you look at this, it allows you to select the users and groups. So you can see that I've selected a group called approver. So if you don't want the user groups to be displayed, then you just need to check the exclude group property. And if you go to preview now, if you search for the group name, it will not display. So this is just allowing only the user names, not the group names. So you can see there's no match found here. Now moving on to the next property, if I want to have a user name set in the form load event, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a rule here, and the rule I'm just setting the property people picker user dot value. So you can see all the list of properties here. So people picker value, people picker user dot value equals to a name. So here I'm just hard coding a name, Shaji. I've just added a trigger in the form load. So you can hard code the name, or you can use the global variable. If you use global variable of user, then it will display the logged in user. But here I just hard coded this to Shaji, and I can even have the selected value changed. So this list comes from the user profile attributes. So here I have selected email. So even though I set Shaji as a hard coded name, it's displaying the email address of that particular user if the match is found. So now I've selected account name, and if I go to preview, you can see that it's displaying the account name of the user called Shaji.